And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. It is Tuesday. It is definitely a day full of Minecraft and streams and things and stuff. Yes, those are the things that are going to happen today. We're going to Minecraft. Yes, totally. We're crafting and mining, or doing redstone and maybe crafting, and probably not mining. Probably not mining today. But yes, we're going to be doing some stuff. So let's get into the stuff and things because, yeah. So one thing I was just doing just before stream is I simplified the Dealy Bob here. Hey, Mars, how's it going over there on the Twitch side of the house? Hope you're having a fabulous day. Yeah, I simplified the crafter setup here. So that's going to be awesome. A little bit easier to deal with. And yeah, we've got stuff to do. Now, we found 6 rocks and 3 looked like potatoes. Nice. Potatoes, precious. Okay, so here's kind of what I'm thinking, okay? Because I was thinking about this a little bit just over the last couple of days, and there's a problem, okay? It shouldn't be a massive problem, but it's definitely a problem. So we'll get all the drops from the Guardian farm, right? They'll drop down here into all of our happy little storage. Also, I really like the color of this water here. It's cool. Anyway, so it's going to meander down this way, which is great and stuff, okay? Also, looks like I need to do a little bit of, we need to do some stuff to get some ice and other things down here. Okay, that's a problem for future me. We'll deal with that in a bit. But the way I'm setting this up, this crafter is never going to be full. Okay, right? You get a lot of these where you're using items where they'll fill up one and then the components will go to the next thing and they'll fill up. The way I'm building this, that's never going to happen. It's never going to fill up. This guy here is just going to sit here and craft sea lanterns all day long. Okay? Which isn't great. So, yes, we're going to have to update a filter. Awesome. Anyway, so that's not awesome. So we'll need to do something about that. So what I've decided to do is, yes, this will sort of fill up. What'll end up happening though is that this chest, oh geez, you can't even get to it from here. Somewhere around here. Here, I'll just free cam. So this chest, I think, is the crystals. This one's the shards. This one will fill up before the shards one does. And it's likely we'll get some extra shards going by. Especially if I take out this extra filter. Then the shards will come by and we'll end up over here. Well, I had this at the end of the stream on Thursday with 2 crafters set up doing prismarine bricks and blocks. And what I've decided to do is I'm just going to do bricks on this side, and then over on that side, we'll do blocks. Okay? Does that make sense? I certainly hope so. But the idea then is that we'll get all sorts of good stuff coming. Is that as the stuff starts dropping, we'll get sea lanterns on both sides. We'll get bricks, we'll get blocks, and then some other things, which we'll do later. So that's the idea. But we need to do a couple of things first. So first off, I think I want to hop up here and let's take out, yeah, I want to take out this. Yeah, this filter here. Do I want to leave it? No, we'll just take the whole thing out. It'll be good. Okay. Plus, I could probably use the comparator, actually. All right. Because redstone is cool stuff. Also, my inventory is full and stuff. Again. Does this surprise you? I hope not. All right. So I do need to do a couple of things. We'll need to get some packed dice in here. Actually, this is a... Do I want to do it there? We'll just do it here. This is fine. We'll just slap some packed dice here. Whoops, that's not right. Oh, I don't have any brick. Okay, cool. No. Awesome. Okay. No, we're totally fine. Everything is great. Okay. Also, my inventory sucks. So, again, should surprise no one. All right. So, what I'm going to do... All right. So, we've got this set up. Yeah. All right. We've got this set up. I need to do some extra water things, and I need to come over here. Do I have... I do have some stone. Let's grab a stone cutter here. And I'm going to need to set up some more walls. So let's go ahead and get those. Okay. I'm almost certainly going to need more than that, but for now, we'll go with that. With that, those, falling. With the 31 of the walls. Okay. All right. Cool, so this is going to go this way, and then what I should do here is very carefully swap those out. Okay. Cool, and the water's going to go down that way, which is fabulous. Okay, I think I need some more torches. Okay, 4 torches, that's fabulous. Okay, we'll just sleep, and it'll be wonderful. Because I like sleep. Speaking of sleep, everybody enjoying the whole daylight savings thing? Except for all of you happy people in Arizona, or not in the U.S. Yeah, that's been fun. All right, so I am going to be setting up another filter here. You thought today was Thursday because of it. Ah, yes. Yeah, that's fun. All right. So I'm going to be setting up another filter here, but that's, again, a problem for future me. Let's see. I guess... What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I don't know. Okay, we'll take that out. Grab that torch. Okay. I'm going to have to set up a couple of additional filters, which are going to do some other things. So, I was going to say, am I totally out of scaffolding? No, it's fine. We're fine. Everything's great. Okay. All right, so let's see. So we've got this here. I guess we're going to go set up the one on the other side to match this, which is going to need, not fish, hoppers. How many hoppers do I have? Not that many. Okay, do I have my iron on me? I know it's probably upstairs. Okay. All right, no, we're good. Everything is totally fine and not at all confusing. Okay. It's all right. We should be good to go here. So, yeah, a bunch of ores, which is great. It's the potions. Ah, there we go. Today we burned through iron. So much iron. All right, crafting table would be helpful to craft up our happy hoppers. Okay, and while we're at it, let's go ahead and craft up some chests as well, because we are going to need a few of those. Okay. Awesome. So, the way I've got this set up, we've got 2 for crystals, okay, which I think I have set this, I think I have these 3 set up on the other side. And then we've got a couple of spacers, and then we've got our prismarine shards. Okay. Now, the other thing I was thinking of is whether or not I wanted to actually grab shards separately. And the reason for that is that mostly, yeah, okay, I don't need this here. I might, just maybe, want to do something with dark prismarine, which would, of course, require shards. And that's just not something I have at the moment. So, at least I'm not collecting them in any sort of useful way. Okay. You know, there is a slime chunk over there. Which is also not fabulous, you know. Yeah, also my nose itches. Which is also not fabulous. But, all right, so let's go ahead and hop up this way. All right, fine. We'll just move the scaffolding back. It's okay. It's okay. No, everything will be warm and fuzzy and stuff. You know, I like warm and fuzzy. Well, not you, but warm and fuzzy can be all sorts of good, right? All right, so step 1 is to fall off the dealy bob here. On the plus side, as I sort through my inventory, trying to figure out why I don't have anything, let's let's get up there and do things. So we'll set this up. We'll set it up to match what's going on over there. You know, I thought I was crouching, but maybe I wasn't. I don't know. I do have Depth Strider on my boots. Yeah. All right. Okay, so. Right, so if I do it the way I did it over on the other side, we get a couple of those, and yeah, the third one. Because again, I have some long-term plans for crafting here. Okay, so we'll deal with that here eventually. Okay, cool. Nice, so stuff will end up flowing through there as we get around to it. All right, now one of the things that's going to be a special breed of something is going to be how I actually set up the storage output for all of this. And I have some ideas. I do indeed have ideas, so we'll see how it goes. But for now, let's go ahead and get all of this stuff set up. Okay, because we do need to set up some item filters. Probably should, you know, craft them and stuff. Do I have repeaters? That's the thing. Do I have repeaters? Yes. Awesome. Okay. Cool. So, also comparators would be handy here. Oh, filters. Yes, of course. Filter. Did I not? I apparently did not. That's fine. That goes in there. This one will also be filter. So go ahead and load this one up with the prismarine shards as well. Great. Where did I leave? Oh, it's probably down here. Yep. I did make it a point to cook up a bunch of smooth stone before I started stream. Just because I knew I was going to need it for all of the output and all of the storagey goodness. Okay, you know, because it's a thing. Okay. Stone, good. Torches. I am going to need a few more redstone torches. All right. Do I have more filter sticks? I don't have more filter sticks. Okay, we'll have to get those set up too. All right. Cool. So that's going to go in like that. I need to get underneath there with the torches. Allah. And we'll just 1, 2, 3. Okay. Good. That's going to lock all of that good stuff. Now, next thing I need to do, let's go and pop this up. Now, yeah, I like that idea here. So let's go ahead and obviously hoppers go down like so. And then we're going to pop this chest, double chest right. Okay, somewhere over there. Kind of like that. Okay. All right. Again, I'm just wanting to be sure I'm doing it the same way. All right. Now, what I might do is, okay, so that's going to go there. And then this points out the other way, I think. What I might do is bring the hoppers down so that bring hoppers down from this side of the chest so that I can fill the thing at double speed, but I don't know that it's going to make any sort of difference at all. Just in general, I think it's going to be fine. Okay, so I need observers. Observers. Okay, that's facing the wrong way. We'll fix that in a minute. Okay, so that's going to go like that. All right. And then we take a little block going there. Okay, this should be easy peasy, as they say. Why did I... Oh, I built it out in the other direction. So it outputs under the thing. Okay. Right. Hi, I'm doing it backwards. How's it going? Glad we could all be here today to enjoy my total inability to build things just in any sort of reasonable and symmetrical way. Okay. Now, why have symmetry when you could have asymmetry and make everything totally different and custom? Then it's like all bespoke, and, you know, that's the thing we're all looking for, right? Bespoke redstone. It just... You know, if you just do it differently every time, it'll work, I'm sure, better and stuff. I think that's what I'm going to tell myself. All right, so next we need our composter here. Now, the way this works is actually really cool, and I'm probably going to have to go get some more leaves, but we're doing okay, light? Okay. So what it'll do is we'll fill up this composter all the way. Okay, which that's all the leaves I have. So let's go get some more leaves. Like I said, I did a little bit of work before stream started just to, because there are a few things I knew I was going to be doing. And this was one of them. Hey, Hydro, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a fabulous day. You know, since we're up here doing nothing, here, let's just grab a stack. Grab a stack and name these guys. Welcome in. Hope you're having a fabulous day over there on YouTube. Okay. Since I used up the last of my filter sticks. Yeah. All right. It's a beautiful day. All right. The good news is there isn't a whole lot of redstone that's going to be going on today. So for those of you who are redstone phobic, It's all good. Okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and fill that one up. All right. Sweet, sweet. All right, so we now have the storage is going there. Oh, right. I was in the process of filling this up because that's cool. Okay, so the idea here is this is giving a signal strength 8. You can see it on the redstone dust. This guy, we're going to be doing blocks over here. So when this fills up, this will end up with a signal strength of 9, and will trigger the thing to craft stuff, okay? Which is lovely. I like it when it crafts things. All right. All right, so we'll set that there for now because I don't have the output, any of the output stuff set up. In fact, this guy, well, that guy's going to be an interesting pain, but okay. All right. Why is that not filling up? Huh, is there something? Okay, I mean, it's not, those powers aren't, or those hoppers aren't powered. Oh, maybe those hoppers are, no, these guys aren't powered. They should be going into the, ow, jeez. All right, you know what? This whole idea of jumping and landing on things where you want to is just overrated, I think. Okay. Oh, that one's empty. Oh, you know what? I'm just reading it wrong. The shards are full, the crystals are not. All right. That's fine. That's perfectly great. That's how it's supposed to be. You know, every once in a while, I totally have zero clue what's happening with my mind. All right. In any case, we filter. We have outputty goodness happening here. It's going to be fabulous with this completely jacked up clock of clockiness. Is this? Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, because that'll power that and everything's good. Okay. All right, so theoretically, this thing should start doing stuff. So let's go ahead and pack up the redstone chest for a moment. And let's go AFK this. So at the moment, okay, this is this dropper here will drop stuff on the ground, but that's fine. We'll worry about that here eventually. So it actually probably won't run at all because the one hopper is empty. Okay, which is fine. We'll get to all of that in a little bit. Because we've got some other fun stuff to do once I get the storage loop in place. Okay, because I think I know how this is going to go. All right, so we should be seeing... Yeah, there we go. We've got some guardians going. So I only have the one tube set up for now. That we'll be changing that, okay? We'll be getting, 3 more of those. If not today, probably tomorrow. Yes, I will be streaming tomorrow instead of Thursday because I have to work on Thursday. This kind of sucks. Normally I don't, but this is a special case. All right, so we should be seeing items dropping, right? Yep, there they come. They're getting sucked in. Okay. All right. So this is good. So at least we've got some of the basics going. Looks like we should be all right. Okay. So let's hop down here now for a minute. Now we should see over here. Okay. Nothing really going on there. We're full up on crystals. We're full up on shards. Which means Are we not full up on shards? Oh, we're not quite full up on crystals. Take that back. I looked at the far right one, but the far left one isn't full. Okay. And that's fine. And this is why I think we're going to end up with the extra shards to come down here and craft up all the things. Okay. Same on the other side. All right. Fabulous. Now, one thing we need to do here real quick is I think I need to go see if I can find some sea pickles. Because I don't know that we need a hoe to farm them, but sea pickles are awesome. You know, I might have to head out to a coral reef, which would kind of suck. Yeah, you do have to do that, though, to get sea pickles, don't you? Well, that's annoying. Okay. Well, fine. I can do that. I can. I know where there's a coral reef. Heck, I probably have sea pickles back in my base anyway. But we're going to need a bunch of them, so let's go see what we can get. Unfortunately, I don't have a really nice way of farming them at the moment. So we'll deal with that, but okay. Okay. Let's see. Honestly, I probably should have. Well, let's see what I've got. I am going to need a bunch, but honestly, probably really what I need is probably fewer than half a stack. Honestly, I probably only need 20-ish, 20, 24, something like that. So let's take a look and see what I've got. Plants. I have 25. Definitely want to leave one. Oh, heck! We have plenty. We'll just take a stack. All right, well that's easy enough. Go team good guys. I like it when I have the things I'm looking for. Yes, there comes a point in your survival world where you actually live in a post-scarcity world. Sometimes is it. All right. And away we go. Yeah, we're going to need these because we're going to be doing some stuff with water streams, and we're going to need the sea pickles to help align the stuff, okay? Actually, now that I think about it, we might not even need as many as we have, but it's okay. Well, we'll figure it out as we get this system laid out. Now, all right, we'll see what it does, but let's get over here and see if I can figure out how I want this to go. Okay. So the plan here is we're going to have these water streams go and probably end up in some form of just general, hey, you didn't collect everything, you know, overflow type stuff. That's probably where the fish will go, and there's some other things. But the other side of it is going to be what's happening with our crafters and where are they dumping stuff, okay? Unfortunately, you know, I went to the bathroom right before stream, and unfortunately, I am an old man, and so apparently I'm going to have to do something about that anyway. So I'm going to AFK up here for a minute. Let me take a very quick bio break. I will be back in just a moment, and then we'll be able to deal with this, okay? All right. Yes. Yeah, this is going to make the sense, right? The sense is going to be made It's like working in a mint. Okay. Just end up making sense all day. Okay. I will be the first to admit that joke was really, really bad. And I will also be the first to admit that I don't particularly care. Because puns are fun, and I don't care what anybody says. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Biology is just stupid. All right. I figure if I was to be AFK for a minute, might as well, you know, get some use out of the farm. All right. So here's where things are going to get a little bit funky. So we're going to get the outputs out of all of this. Now, I think what I might do, I might change this so it points down. Because that puts it in line with the other thing there. So let's do that. Okay, let's change this crafter. It'll do the same thing. It's just going to point down like so. Okay. And then what I need to do is collect a bunch of stuff. So let's do that. And I had a crazy idea. Okay, so that's all full of stuff. I had some glass. There we go. Let's grab some glass. Also, I was going to throw out that cobblestone, but you know what? I might actually want it. I know, right? It's just weird. There's cobblestone. All right. All right, let's see what we can do with this fun stuff. My little buttercup has a Swedish smile. Okay. Oh, I need a dropper. That side I had set up with the was a furnace dropper. Okay. Oh, hey, I already had droppers. Cool. Now I'd set that other side up with the barrel because I was doing testing and I wanted to be sure that all of the testing happened appropriately. So, okay, here, let's just barrel. We'll just save all of those. Let's not lose them. That would be bad. All right, come on. We can do it. We can come up here and grab stuff. Okay. All right, and there. Cool. So now everything's going to come out of the dropper. Okay. And it's going to, you know, drop because that's just what droppers do. Okay. So, all right, so this is all going to come down here somewhere. We'll do the same thing with this guy. Okay. Oh. No, that's not going to work. I need a block. All right. Never mind. This is going to have to face not down, unfortunately. Okay. Because, let's see. Remember what I said about not down? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Glass, the best temp block ever. It's because that needs to have a solid block under it so that it does things. All right. So that points down. What I want to do here is go ahead and take those out. Okay. Is anything special here? Okay, worry about that later. Nothing important. Okay. All right, so what this is going to do is it's going to spit out this way. Put a lid on it. There we go. Now, obviously, that block in the center has to go. Okay. Which is fine. So it's going to spit out stuff, and it's all going to drop down like so. Great. So what I need to do is we're going to set up a little water stream here. Okay, and like this. All right, so if our water stream is coming in down here, okay, yeah, and then this is going to flow over this way. Yeah, this will make sense. Come on. Come on. We can do it. That's right. Who's a good block? You're a good block. Yes, you are. You're a really good block. Okay. All right. So yeah. So we'll get a water stream flowing from here and down. We've got some other crafty bits to happen over here. Okay. And should be okay. Falling. Oh, that's why that's open, because I need to get a repeater in there. Okay. No big deal. We're fine. We'll deal with that. Again, I have some ideas for what's coming next, and I am going to need to do some filtering here, so it's all good. Okay. Yeah, because I think I am going to set up some wheat farms and other stuff so I can get wheat blocks. Yeah, it's going to be great. All right, so, but basically we're going to drop everything out of there down into the water stream. Okay. And it'll go something like that. Okay. I'll bring that down all the way to the bottom here in a minute, but I need to be able to get under there. So obviously that will wait. Yeah, so next thing. So the items, everything's going to come down this way. We'll wash it to something, okay? And I think what I'll also do is I'll bring the output of this and have it drop into the same water stream. Or maybe what I'll do actually would make more sense is if I bring this around. Yeah, okay. I think I see what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be a little bit fun and weird, but I have an idea. Okay. Yeah, I have an idea. I love having ideas. Do you like having ideas? If you like having ideas, drop a message in the comments or something. I don't know. I are a YouTuber, right? All right, so we're going to bring the water stream out this way. Okay, I don't know that it needs to go quite that far, but plus I do want to have some stuff over there. Let's not go quite that far. Okay. Like I said, I think I'm going to be doing some stuff over here and I want to have a little bit of room. So we'll come out this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I think this is going to work out just peachy. So if we take that out, we're going to have some ice here. Okay. Okay, and this is going to be actually really cool. So we'll get to this in a minute. But first, I need to finish the water channel so that oops. Heck, that's not what's going to go there. That would be silly. Everything would get stuck, and we don't want that. Okay. This will also give me room if I do need to collect some more stuff. We should be okay. But we've got one more round of water stuff. It's going to come down here. It's going to do things. It's going to be great. All right. Now, what I want to do is I want to bring items up right here. Okay, so it looks like that torch is where everything's going to be. So I think what I can do, we're going to need to do a little bit of magic, but that's, oops, like using the right tool. Sorry, using the right tool is, in fact, a kind of magic. So, you know, that's good to know. All right, so now the way this will work is come up this way, and I don't have to build these tunnels out of glass, okay? I really don't. I'm going to anyway, but I don't have to. But I am strangely obsessed with seeing where my stuff is, so, you know. All right, so this will come this way. We'll... Oh. Hang on, I need to be sure all of this is going to flow correctly. So, the way I have it set, it will not. Okay. And the reason it won't is because I need this water to turn a corner, but I also need to stop it so that the water source I'm about to put here doesn't backwash. Because nobody wants backwash. That's just gross. Okay. We want backwash-free redstone, so this is all going to have to slide over a block, which is fine. I can do that from here. Okay, so now, because I am so skilled at this game, I did put the torch right where I wanted to put other things. Yeah, that's never a problem that I have. Just putting torches where I actually need to be using them again. That's just silliness. Okay, so... Right, so this is going to come... Oops, that's... Alright, so this is going to come out this way. Okay, which is fabulous. Okay, I do want to take the rest of that glass out, but... We'll get there. Okay, so our up-evator is going to go here. And this will be good. Okay, so I'm going to take that out. Bring this down this way. Because, yeah, we're absolutely going to have to turn that into source blocks and, you know, bubble vader. You know how that goes, right? I certainly hope so. All right. So that is going to go like so. Let's hop over here and see if I actually have soul sand. Also, since I don't need any of this redstone anymore. Oh, hi. Okay. Gotta clean up the inventory there just a little bit. All right, so soul sand. Yep. Good. We're probably going to need to get some more of that. Actually, we're absolutely going to need to get some more, unless I brought some with me, which there's a distinct possibility that I actually did that. All right, so that's going to go there. This actually needs to be ice then. All right, just to keep things flowing. All right, we'll get the rest of this water stream sorted out here in a bit. It's going to be great. It's going to be all sorts of fun and exciting and, you know, something. Also, we need some trapdoors. Well, that's fine. We can make trapdoors. Trapdoor. All right. Yeah, because... Okay. Just slap that in there. All right, and we'll get water flowing around this way eventually, okay? As soon as I figure out where everything's going to go, and we get buckets and all that other good stuff. Okay, and I am going to have to deal with some source blocks there, but that's going to be fine. Since it is pouring rain over here, and that seems less cool than it could be, let's go ahead and sleep, and then we'll see where the rest of this goes. Okay? Okay. Now, what I'm going to have to sort out here is I'm going to have to sort out basically a circle. Okay? We're going to have ourselves a nice little storage circle. It's going to be a special breed of fun. Okay? So I think what I'll do is let's go ahead and run this. Oops, come on. I can go up. I can do it. I can go up. It's okay. Let's go ahead and run this all the way across here. Okay. Now I think what I'm going to do, right, so this is going to come out this way. When I set this up, we're actually going to have to get all of our water flowing a little bit differently on probably this side, because we need to be sure everything aligns correctly, okay? And that's going to be the part here that we're going to have to sort out. All right, so let's figure out what's going on here, okay? Basically, down here, I don't know if I want it just on the sides or if I also want to dig into that wall. Let's just do it on the sides here, and then maybe we can figure out the rest. So if you want to set up an impulse SV filter, you get your water stream, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, okay? Which means we're going to need to be coming out 5 blocks off of the outside here. And I need to be sure I don't run into any of that. So that means we're basically going to be coming in from here. Right, this is, so that's 5310. This is 5311. So yeah, it looks like I can actually go here. All right. Cool, so now our water stream is going to come sort of back this way. No. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. The water stream is going to come here. Again, kind of. Turns out there's a beacon in the way. But yeah, we need to make room for, you know, the item filters, which we're going to be setting up, and they're going to be sticking out this side. Okay? That's the plan. Oops. Hang on. Save the stone. We're going to save the stone. We're gonna save the stone. It's gonna be a thing. We're gonna save the stone. All right. Okay. Cool. All right, so that's the idea. So everything's going to come up this way. And then, yeah, I think we're going to set our loop coming basically through here. So we'll have to figure out this stuff. All right, so now from this side, let's go ahead and get our, get our water channel for all of this side, right? Okay, so we're going to come down this way, right? Items shall drop all the way down. Oops, ha, look, I can't count. It's all good. No, we're totally fine. All right, so glass comes down like so. And then like so. All right. So again, the idea is that stuff will get ejected out of the dropper and then should make its way this way. Okay, that's the master plan. Okay, and then here we okay, this is gonna come down like this. It's empty, right? Yep. All right, so next. All right, this is gonna come out like so. Okay, we'll just should drop that way. Again, I don't think we're going to have too many issues here. It's just going to drop right into a water stream. And I need to be sure that's not a source block right under that. So we'll be sure everything is flowing correctly. All right, and then our next trick is going to be getting all of this stuff up and into the water stream over here so that it then hops on this same loop, which we're going to be dealing with. So should be fine. Yep. So I think the way I want to do this is I'm not going to be doing storage. I don't think I'm going to be doing any storage over here. I think the idea is that I'm going to dig this out. This will be walkways and hallways and something else cool. We'll come out here and we'll get all of our storage. Yeah, okay. I may have shot myself in the foot here a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. If I do put in storage here, we'll put in the filters coming off the backside here. So we'll want stuff to align this way. Okay. Don't know if it will. I don't know if it'll matter. Where we're going to run into some small issues is with this stuff coming up here. It'll flow up. And if I do end up putting filters along this side, nothing down there is going to get pulled into it right away. It'll end up having to go all the way around, which means it could end up that side first. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. It is just what it is. So, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 from over here. Should be this. I think that's this block. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, just to count this again. Between this water stream and where that one starts, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then water stream 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then that water stream. Perfect. All righty. So then this will meander around this way. And then I just have to figure out where everything is going to go. Okay, I believe this actually would make some sense if we run this way. All right. Now, oh, hi. Let's get under the beacon. I think this is right. Right here. All right, so now it's just a matter of making sure everything lines up the way I want it to line up, okay? So, yes, we are going to align this on this side. Is it going to make that much of a difference? Again, probably not. I don't fully intend to, at least at the moment, add storage here. Okay. If I need to, I can. Right? That's the idea. But, okay. But, one of these boxes, I think, has smooth stone. That's all that and that. There we go. All right, so let's grab our brick. And then one of these, which, because I wasn't paying any sort of attention at all, I think one of these had gravel in it. It's andesite. It's cobble. Gravel. Nice. Bottom one. I could label those, but, you know, that takes effort, and I'm not entirely sure I'm down for that lifestyle. You know, I could go through effort, or I could take a nap. And in all honesty, naps are not to be underestimated, okay? They, in fact, can be your superpower. So, you know, just remember that. Okay, so water's going to come over like so. Now, if I'm going to be doing the filters on the outside, that means this is going to have to be wall coming down like this. Okay. Okay, I don't care about aligning stuff over here. Okay, that's just not going to be a thing I care anything about. Okay, this side, oops, hi. Well, that was exciting. Yeah. Okay. No, we're good. We're totally fine. Yes, so this, we're going to have hoppers along that, so this is going to have to be here like so. All right. And we're going to have to align on the outside like this. So, oops, nope. Okay. Stuff will get caught between the those chests. And that would be unfortunate. So, all right, so here's where things are about to get really kind of fun and crazy and something, okay? So we've got this water stream that's coming along this way. Okay, it's going to swim this way. Everything's going to be great, okay? What I need to do is I need to get this water stream to flow here, okay? And it's going to have to align items on this side as well, which I think I have an idea on how to do that. Hence the sea pickles. Okay. All right. So, obviously, we've got stuff flowing this way, and I'm going to have to put blocks under these walls so that stuff doesn't fall off, but it's okay. This side, I don't care if it aligns because we're not doing anything. Okay. So it's just going to have to show up over here. All right. Hey, how's it going, man? Choi? I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but welcome. Glad to have you back. Hope your day is going well. All right, so that'll go that way. This, yeah, that is going to have to be a wall, but this doesn't need to be. Okay. So this will go that way. We don't need any of this. Give a like and go. Well, have fun. All right. And now I can't get to my scaffolding because that's a thing. No, that's a thing I do a lot. Okie dokie. Today. All right, so the water will come this way. We'll come this way. We're going to do some magic. And stuff's going to come out on this side. Now, this side of the water isn't going to align, so we can just swing that around like so. Except now we need more blocks, which is cool. All right. Yeah, this is... Oops. This is going to make all the sense in the world, I think. Okay. We're just going to have to do a little bit of something. But one of the things we're going to have to do, that's going to have to come out, we have to put some ice there. Because however this happens, right, as the items come through and come around our thing here, right, they're going to come out this way. And I'm going to have to stop the water here. So these will come over this way, catch this water stream, align with this chest, and meander on over this way. And then it'll wrap around over there and everything will be fun and lovely. Okay. That's great. So the other thing I'm going to have to do is actually get the items in from down here. So let's see how we're going to do that. I think what I want to do, let's see, is this, yeah. So again, I do have to be able to turn a corner. I think I can put this right here. So we drop some ice right there. Grab some soul sand. Just going to go here. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to make some sense. Something. Okay, so we'll pop up this way. Okay. Now we are going to do some magic here. I think this is going to work. Yeah. So that'll pop up right here. All right. We'll see. We shall totally see. But for now, okay, we'll go ahead and get these columns in place. All right. And now, okay. Water, water everywhere. Where's my shovel? It is there. And I'm out of glass. Okay. Well, we'll have to solve that problem in a little bit, but this much I do know. We're going to have to drop a trapdoor here. All right. Because all of the items are going to swoosh around and, right, Bubble Vader, you know the drill. All of that fun stuff is going to happen. And up we go. Great. Just peachy. All right, so I think we're at a point where we can just about ready to start bringing some water in and trying to make this all behave. Okay. Yeah, just about. Okay, so what I need to do, let's go ahead and fill this in. I am going to have to set up some filters and stuff so that I can actually collect the nonsense that we're going to be dealing with here. Do I have, yep. Okay. Right, because it would in fact be nice to collect all of the prismarine and sea lanterns and stuff that are being generated in this happy little farm. Okay. And all right, this comes out this way. All right, because what's happening now is it's just going to circle forever and then we'll have problems. Okay. This also need to be ice. Okay. And I think just to keep things a little bit on the happy side. Okay. I'm a little bit worried that they'll, if I have items come this way, they'll hit this chest, or more to the point, they won't hit that chest and they'll just cut right through there. It's a little bit of a concern. We'll have to test that and see, I think. Okay, but first, again, let's go ahead and be sure the water channel is all set. So I'll worry about filters and stuff later. But for now, this will do the thing. What I might need to do, actually, it might even be better if I take that out. Okay. And if I replace this with some honey blocks, because honey blocks work just as well here for this. The items will align properly with honey, just as they would with a chest. So I may have to go get some honey blocks. I've got a few of them, so should be okay. Is this? Hang on, he's dark. He's dark and I do not like it. And I do not like the dark. Okay. Obviously that block is in the wrong place. And that should be good. All right, yeah, let's go. Let's go get some honey, and I want to get some more ice blocks. So, quick to the nether. To the nether we will go. We will get some frozen snow. I know that it is called ice, but snow does not rhyme with ice. So we're gonna get some snow. I don't know how this song goes. Or something. Okay. I'd like to say that song made sense. I'm not entirely sure it did. Alright, so let's meander over here and we'll grab some ice. You know, one of these days I'll sort out that bridge. Today is not that day. Tomorrow, also probably not that day. All right, ice. Okay, some packed ice, some regular ice, which we'll use for water. Since I'm here, I am going to need some more soul sand. Yeah, we'll grab a bunch. Seems reasonable to me. All right. Cool. Now we can head back and do the thing. Up we go. Yeah. You can have some fun with a happy ghast as your front door and stuff. Because mobs, this way, mobs won't track and won't try to walk on happy ghasts, so they'll just sit there and stop, which is very kind of them. And then if you have a creaking powered door, they can't open it because creakings don't pay attention to hostile mobs. They only pay attention to players. And, you know, I am nothing if not a player. Okay, that sounded bad. That sounded bad in my head, and I said it anyway. Okay, for all of you players out there, I'm going to apologize. Okay, I should not be pretending that is anything close to what I actually am. So we'll yeah, we'll just move on. All right. Now, speaking of moving on, let's figure out some water streams. All right, so we're going to... Okay. So the way this should work, it's going to go there, right? So, oh, and another trapdoor goes here. Okay. All right, so that'll flow nicely this way. Now, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put this here. But we're about to go do something fun. So let me go get some kelp, which I believe I have some over here. That turns out to be a lot of glass. I thought I had kelp. Oh, kelp. Haha. It's a good thing I'm in an ocean, by the way. It's not, you know, so there's kelp nearby. No, just in case. All right. First off, is this all blocked off? Yes. Okay, cool. All right, so we're not going to have any... Oh, I needed some glass. Whoa. Glass. All right. I don't need it for this one, but I didn't finish off the glass in the other one, so, you know, we'll have to deal with that. All right. All right, so we now kelp up to here. All right, and let's take that out. Woohoo! All right, now this is going to have to come out. Oh, darn it. Let's do it this. Okay, we'll do it this way. All right, so that's going to go like that. Now I can take this out. And so items will flush this way. Let's actually test it out. So items will flush this way. Oops. Try that again. All right, they'll flush that way and then get whooshed over like so. Okay, perfect. Then the last thing I need to do is just block that off so as the items come up the bubble vader there, they hit this and don't go shooting up into the sky because that would just be weird. All right, so this goes here. So we need a trap door. That'll need to be a trap door. All right. And we are going this way. Oh, I didn't get honey. That wasn't ideal. I mean, it's not far. It's just I didn't want to have to do it again. This is not a trip I wanted to have to make multiple times, okay? It's not. It really isn't. Again, it's not that far, but still. Oh, anyway. Okay. We're gonna do the thing. All right, so I need honey. Fortunately, it's not a big deal. Let's say it's right in here. Okay. So, honey. There we go. There we go. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, everything's peachy. All right. Yep, I think this gas parking on this side is going away. Now that I've got the hangar bay in the main base, I don't need that gas parking there by the portal. So, yeah, when I redo that area, so it's not going to be much. I just have to shift the bridge over shift it over one block so it aligns better with the door. And then, yeah, then I can sort out that balcony in a little bit nicer way. Okay. Okay, no, we're fine. Everything is great here. All right, so what I'm going to do is we'll take this out and this one out, I think. Okay. Yeah, the reason I want to do honey here is I want to be sure that we don't have items that go past the chest. So I want to keep that honey block there. In fact, what I should do is let's move this. And we're going to break that one block closer. Okay. Okay. Just so that when items do flush in, if they end up here, they actually end up in in some flowing water. Okay. So the water will flow that way and everything will be awesome. Okay. That's the idea. Right. It's definitely an idea, if not something else. Okay. Ah, cheese monkeys. Okay. No, we're good. Everything's great. All right. So let's go ahead and get our water flowing. And again, this is... Oops, that was regular ice. Packed ice. Goes there. Goes there. And I do want to go down and get that ice that I just dropped. Okay. Cool. All right, so now this is going to flow out to here. All right, we'll deal with that here in a minute. All right, so what I need to do this way, I think what I want to do, I think I can take that out, put 2 packed ice there, and we should be good. Just because I backed this side up 1 block, just to keep things flowing nicely, that things aren't aligning the way I would totally want them to, okay? Oh, wrong ice. Okay. All right. So now, here's where things are going to be kind of fun and special, okay? Again, block that off so that the water goes in the right direction, okay? Now, if I drop in sea pickles right here, okay. Now, do I still have a hopper on me? I don't, but I have my redstone box, so we'll grab that. So what I want to verify is, okay, things will come over. I think we'll start right here. Okay, and I want to be sure that, come down this way. All right, I want to be sure that items that come this way, they hit these sea pickles and align to get picked up with that hopper, okay? So we're going to deal with that here in just a minute. Okay, this is going to have to become packed ice. Right, like so. Again, with the trapdoors. Okay. All right, so that's going to flow that way. That comes out. Let's actually finish this water, or finish the glass there. Yeah, that'll be helpful. You know, otherwise it's going to get really wet down there, and there's only so many places you want wet. That is not one of them. Okay. I think that's good. All right, and we bubble up. Yay. Okay, cool. Again, just like we did on the other side, we need just a little block there to keep items that make their way up here, to keep them in the water channel. So they're going to go that way. All right, now, stuff that went this way. All right, so if we get items that end up over here, right, they'll hit that, and they stopped at the chest. I think what I'm going to have to do is make with some honey action here. Okay. And I think it's going to be the same trick we did a moment ago. Okay. So now, let's try that again. We'll throw some stuff in. Okay, that might be... Maybe it's only 3 sea pickles? I don't remember. It's 2 or 3, and I don't recall. So we'll throw some items in there. They hit that. Okay, that actually worked. So it's only 2 sea pickles. Cool. All right, so they flow across. They hit the sea pickles. They align with everything, and cool. Good. So items that come from this side now, which I need to finish up the elevator up there and this water stream. But items that come from over here will now hit this. They'll align and then, flood down this way and get sorted with everything else. Okay, which is sort of the idea. It's nice when the plan actually makes sense. Okay, we're gonna hope that it continues to make sense, because I like things that make sense. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but things that make sense high on my list of things that I don't do as often as I should. It's like trying to drink out of a water bottle that isn't open. That doesn't make sense either. But that's okay, because at least I have a cool water bottle from musicfreegaming.com, and you should totally think about buying all of those and stuff. Okay, so, right, so this will come this way. I think I haven't seen anything get stuck here, but I probably should swap these with honey blocks just to make life a little bit nicer, okay? Right, so if something drops in over there, yeah, we're okay. And it should end up all the way around. Yep. Did it get stuck? Oh, no, it ended up in the hopper. Right, because this hopper isn't set. There isn't actually a filter or anything there. It's just there. All right. Cool. Well, that's easy enough. Cool. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the water streams over here. All right, so step 1. Did I actually line? I didn't line that. Probably should have, but it's all right. Okay, so that water goes out this way. Okay, let's go ahead and drop some ice there with the trap door, of course. Oh, this might be an issue. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to have to stop this a little bit sooner. Let's stop this right here, I think. I think that'll work. Okay, so trapdoor right there. All right, and yes, so now it'll make its way into the bubble column and go all the way up. Okay, awesome. Did I do that? Oh, I didn't do this water stream over here, did I? No. So we got to do this one too. Okay. So that goes that way. Okay, we're going to have the same issue here. So ice like so. Trapdoor. Oops. Trapdoor goes in one of those places. I'm not sure which one, but probably one of those. It'll be fine. Okay. And, oh no, we're fine. Okay, the water does reach there, so we're good. Okay. If I throw a honey block in there, Yeah, it does slow a little bit, but it still makes its way around. And so it should end up in that hopper that was over there on the far side. Yep, perfect. Okay, cool. All right, so that goes like so. All right. Okay, so we're going to have to stop this one here. All right. Okay. Because we've got to turn the corner, and we can't do that if we have a blank spot there. So, okay, so that goes there. We get ourselves a nice little trap door. Okay, and then that goes there. I'm almost out of ice. That's unpleasant. Okay. That's all right. So that goes like so. Trapdoor there. Ice. Okay. I do need to make a change over here. Okay, so I came down right here. This needs to be honey blocks. Okay. That way things align over there properly. Again, I could use a chest, but I've got the honey blocks, so we're going to use honey blocks. Okay. All right. Now, all right, so now we swap this out. Oops. Do ice, and we do trap doors, and we do more ice. And there we go. So we now have ourselves a definite water dealy bob. So if something were to get past that hopper, right, hits the glass, it should work its way all the way around. Okay, whap, falling. Okay, so we didn't get to see it go around, but it should be right there. Yep, there it is. Okay. So again, we now have a full water circle. So anything coming from over on this far side will bounce off the honey and end up going that way. So if I do set up filters over here, which, you know, depending on how much output we get, will be set. So that's fabulous. And then what should also happen, which I think we've tested already, oops, looks like I've got a little bit more to do. I need a water bucket because I used my last honey block. Rockets, okay. All right. Water bucket, you're in chest of fun. Water buckets, you're good in stew. That doesn't make any sense. All right. Woohoo! All right. Okay. Cool. So now I should be able to drop back down here. Right. We block this guy off, and I might need to do. Yeah, I am. Let's go ahead and block this off right there. We'll slap that in, and then we'll just drop in another water bucket. Okay. Cool. That will work. So now items will come in here. They'll hit the filters, and then they'll make their way around and into all the stuff. Okay. Awesome sauce. Yes, we're all about the awesome sauce here. Now, what's cool, the items coming out of the droppers aren't going to do this, but everything coming out of here will clump up because it all gets dropped at once. So that's a good thing. Yeah, we won't have to worry about anything crazy here. So, yeah, I think we're going to be okay. All right, so that's a good thing. So at this point, all of the prismarine shards and stuff. Did I replace that with honey? I did. Let's do that over here. Whoa, hang on. Yeah, so all the shards and stuff are going to get collected, shards and crystals and stuff. Right, they're going to get collected and turned into... Darn it. Okay, did it... okay, I'm going to have to... looks like I have to fix some redstone. All right, well, let's... If I'm going to break some more water, let's do it first. Okay. All right, so that goes there. Let's collect all of the redstone bits that I just lost. Hi. Okay. Oh, fortunately, this is a relatively easy to fix. That goes there, and this one, this one goes here, like that. Okay. And it looks like everything else is fine. All right, good. Very good. All right, so we should be all right. Cool. So now at this point, if I were to AFK this for a minute, so yeah, we'll just fly up here. So for a minute, what we should see, ooh, is gravity. Gravity is cool. All right. So we'll see some guardians spawn. Okay, that's normal and expected. Yeah, so the guardians will spawn. Right. They'll flow through there. They'll drop down. They'll get burnied, and, you know, picked up by the minecart. So we should start seeing drops. Right, they'll make their way over. And anything that doesn't get sorted, which is probably just fish, right, just raw cod, should end up in this hopper. Okay. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll just AFK here for a minute and just watch and see how it goes, right? Right? Because we're not getting crazy amounts of guardians at the moment. We're getting a few. And that's something that I don't know that we'll get to all of that today, but we will get to it definitely tomorrow. We'll get all of our happy little, you know, guardian shoots, so we can at least get 4 of them going. Okay. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Okay, let's be honest. It should be okay, I hope. But if it's not, we'll have to do some other things to get a little bit more, get some more guardian stuff going. Okay. Alrighty, so the guardians are spawning, right? Yeah, there they are. Not a lot. Again, hopefully when I get 4 more tubes, so if I need more, okay, I've got a couple of ways I might do that. Okay. I could put them in line so they jump up into these tunnels. Okay. But another thing I might do is I might build them offline, in like the corners or something, and then have them flow sideways to those. Not entirely sure. We'll have to, you know, figure something out, but for now, that is what it is. So I want to check this side for a minute. Yeah, see, there's fish. Goes down, catches there, whooshes over this way, and into the hopper. Okay. Well, that's definitely a thing. Okay. That's good. That is very good. So it looks like we're going to be doing okay here. Now, ultimately, the plan, I think, is going to be then to cover up all of this so we don't see it. Walk over it, probably, but see it? Yeah, not so much. Okay, so the good news is, yeah, that's all working. All right. Cool. So let's go ahead. We'll get down here. We'll sleep. And we'll... Oh, wow. I landed a little harder than I was expecting. I thought I was drifting a little bit more than that. I'm glad I landed on the bed. That would have been really, really painful. Okay, so we've got shards in there. Yeah, see, crystals are adding up there a little bit. Not a lot of them. Okay, slime going on over there, which is great. Yeah, because... All right. So yeah, we're adding a few more crystals. Said I didn't AFK long enough for this to have done anything special. Yeah, shards are fine there. We don't have any... Doesn't look like we have any... Well, actually, I put this chest here. Actually, this chest is just distribution because we're coming off of 2 sorters. So, yeah. Let's go check that hopper. It should just contain fish. Okay. It might contain a couple of prismarine blocks, but that's kind of unlikely. Yeah, just fish. Okay. Cool. Well, that's definitely a thing. Okay. Hang on. Sword. Hi. That's right. You just... Hang on. I need slime, apparently. That's right. Hi, guys. Okay. Yep. Slime farm is working, I guess. I don't need a slime farm. I have a really good one back in the Badlands. All right. Cool. So the water system works. Okay. And that's the important bit. Okay. I know I'm just going to randomly jump off the thing because that's just a thing I apparently do. All right, so the next step is going to be to set up filters for stuff, okay? Okay. Yeah, I don't expect crystals to make it to the second hopper, but if they do, they do. All right, so... You know what? I kind of... No, let's... Yeah, all right, fine. I was going to say, do I want to set up another guardian thing? I'm going to kind of do, but... Let's go ahead. We'll set up some filters here first. And I guess I need to figure out what sort of dealy bob. Hey, Snoopers! Welcome, welcome! You made it! Awesome! Glad you can make it. We are. I have the item distribution system all set, so we can craft things. Technology is not your friend. Well, I don't know if technology is anybody's friend. All right, so we're going to have a couple of things. So water's going to flow around. Basically, if the storage is all full, items are just going to flow around this circle until they despawn. I don't think we're going to have enough that it's going to be an issue, so we'll see how that goes. But let's see, how do I want to do this? Let's set up let's come on this way. And I think, well, how much space do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13, huh? Okay. So we've got 26 on the sides, and then we can run storage this way if we choose. Yeah, lucky number 13, exactly. And this side would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So if we do need more storage, we can absolutely put it here. Okay. But for now, I'm just planning on putting the storage on the sides. So, and we're not going to put any under that side. All right. So what we need to do is let's set up at least all of the. Oops, is this right? Yeah. We're off by 1, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and set up all of this stuff so that we can get the first few sorters in place anyway. Yeah, not... Actually, I guess I could do that one. No, may not hit that, so that's okay. I don't think we're going to need it. All right, so now this plops down like so. I plop down like so because, you know, so stuff. That's fine. We'll get it. And up we go. Yes, exactly, Snoopers. I totally meant to do that. You know, every fall here is intentional. I at no point do I accidentally fall off my build. That would be silly. That would be so very silly. As much as ooh, this could be a problem. Maybe not. Yeah, so the problem here is I might end up quasi-powering this piston. And that would be bad. So I might have to take off probably both of these slices just to make it look better. So we'll see, I guess. Can I wool it? No, I mean I could put a block to keep the. Let's see, it's gonna have to hop down there. I could put a block that would probably keep things okay. The problem is that I would be powering a block that's sort of diagonal and above a piston, and unfortunately, quasi-connectivity is a very unpleasant type of thing. So. Okay. Is that right? Yep, that's right. All right, so I am going to have to go craft up a bunch of redstone components, but I thought I had some more repeaters, but maybe not. All right, well, that's fine. I'm going to need 6, and I guess I have some smooth stone and some stuff. Okay. But yeah, if I put something, so the fact that this is powered, and this has to be a solid block. Okay, I can't replace it with glass or something. So unfortunately, yeah, that's a problem. So okay, sticks. Anything else? Smooth stone. I think I've got enough, but we'll take some anyway. Now, where was I working? Oh, on the other side. Cool. Yeah, there I am. Okay. I'm not lost. I know exactly where I'm not. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. All right, so step one, I'm going to need some redstone. You might as well just craft those into target blocks. Or not. That's fine too. All right, so step one, I need some of those. Grab some repeaters. All right, so that's going to at least match what I've got there. So the first question I have is how many slices do I want of things? Because honestly, I don't know. I don't know how much this is going to go. Right? I don't know how much storage I'm actually going to need. Right? Because as I set this thing up, we're going to have so much storage. Right? So, I mean, which is good. You know, storage is great. So basically the question is how many slices of the storage do I want to give to each thing? And I don't have a good answer for that. Okay, let's slide this over. Oh, hi. All right, well, let's just place this redstone and we'll be fine. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're bright enough. All right, so let's go ahead and put some stuff away. All right, I need filters. And I need some hoppers. Yes, hoppers. I already have hoppers. This is great. We'll need more hoppers than that, but for now. Okay, so I don't think I want that to be fish, but I mean, I am going to have to filter fish out here at some point. But for now, and there we go. Okay, so now I need to, how do I want to do this? Because this is a fairly wide area, I guess, maybe. Let's see, if I do, actually, if I set this up and do 9, right, so we do, stupid brain, useless, stupid, broken.
Useless, empty brain.
Okay, so if we do the sea lanterns here, blocks, or bricks, blocks, and then fish. Okay, we do that on both sides. That should be okay. All right, so let's go get some stuff to set filters. Because I have that. Not in there, but I have it. Okay, so we're going to need some sea lanterns. We need some prismarine of various types. Okay. Now, this is going to be cool. All right. So, obviously, I'm going to have to go set up a bunch of stuff, but all right, so let's see. So this is going to be not fish. Okay. So we'll set sea lanterns in each of these. Okay. We'll do bricks in the next ones. 2 and 3. Again, we're going to have so much storage. I don't know that it's going to be a problem. 1, 2, 3. You know, where we would, I'm going to have to worry about having, you know, too much. Okay. Yeah, prismarine block. You know, because I like having stuff, so it's going to be a good thing. Yeah, again, the problem is going to be, am I going to run into this piston? And there's a very real possibility I will. Though, then again, how much fish do I actually need? I mean, I know Snoopers is going to want it, but, right? Because Snoopers, you were saying you wanted fish. Oh, also, I guess I am going to need storage over there because I'm going to have, I'm going to set up wool farms here. So I'm going to have to get, or not wool farms, wheat farms. So we'll need some slices here for wheat blocks. So I guess I'll run those on the back side of this. It'll be fine. And yeah, after a shulker full, you'll be set. So yeah, so let's just do one slice on this side for fish. Okay. Right, so those 3 are all blocks. That one's going to go away. Okay, so we'll put that back. And I wave my hand with a big swish, swish. And I get fish right on my dish. Okay. And fish goeth thusly. Okay, wonderful. So the next thing I need to do then is craft up a bunch of repeaters. Okay, filters go away. Okay, I need some more redstone. Some dust, some torches, some inventory space. What idiot organized this? Okay. Throw those in there. Yeah. All right. No, this makes all the sense in the world or something. Okay. All right. So I need repeaters. And did I have, oops, wrong box. Do I have any more comparators? No. So I'm going to have to craft up a bunch of those too. Okay. 3 and 4. Great. So that means, yeah. Means I know what I'm doing. Totally. All right, so quartz and things and comparators. What am I missing? Stone. I am missing stone. For those of you who like stone, you're in luck. I have some. All right, so we now you know, I figured out which box it was in a minute ago. There it is. Okay, comparator. That should meet my needs for the moment. Okay. I'll want to set some up on the other side, probably. On the other hand, on this side here, I could set it up for wheat and stuff. Honestly, it's going to depend on how many how intense this thing is once we get all of the guardians going. Part of me is like, I've never built a farm that overproduces. Right? I'm just really bad about that. Right? It's like, oh, I will just build this like I've got storage forever because this is going to generate so much, and then it just doesn't. So, you know, that's always a possibility that I am overdoing it just a touch. Okay? To be fair, it happens a lot. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and throw that all back in the thing. All right. Oh, I am going to need those hoppers, and we're going to need some chests. All right, but the filters are all set. So, as soon as we get items flowing, we should be okay. All right, so let's go ahead and hop down here and scaffolding. All right. Okay, scaffolding. There we go. All right, so I'm going to need to set up some chests, first of all, because it turns out hoppers like to go into chests. Do I want to actually bring them straight down? Yeah, actually, I think I do. Cool. All right, let's try this again. This time it is where I can actually reach the hoppers and stuff. That seems like a thing. All right. Okay, so... jeez, monkeys. No, I can do it. I can stand on things. Okay. So this will go like this. Do I want it to sort down? I don't know if I want it to S-curve its way down, or if I want to have it... No, I think I want it to go ahead and come all the way down. So that means... Oops. There we go. I'm going to want to stick chests here. Okay. Okay. And there were a couple extras up there, and that's fine. We'll get those in a minute. We wish to clean up. Clean up, clean up. Everybody, everywhere. Clean up, clean up. Everybody do your share. Okay. 'Cause I'm not the only one who watched, you know, kids shows and, you know, kids songs and stuff, right? Oh, couldn't possibly be. All right, so next, yeah, one, take out those chests right there. All right. All right, so, okay, up we go. Scaffolding is fun. All right, so now I don't have enough chests on me. We'll have to get some more, but that's enough to get started with, anyway. All right, grab those ones that I missed. Okay, cool. So now, in theory, we should be good to go for at least a first couple of rounds. All right. Should be good. And if I bring this all the way down to whatever floor level is going to be, probably a block above this, right? I think the floor is going to be kind of sitting down here somewhere. Okay, I should probably snake one down just so that I can be sure I know where everything is going to go. So let's go ahead and deal with that. And then, shall we go crazy and actually set up another guardian tube? That might be a special breed of fun. All right, we'll need more hoppers than that, but this will be enough that I can sort of track where everything is going to be going if I snake this all down. But yeah, I think setting up another guardian tube would be good. All right, so basically, so this is going to go there, and then let's pop it out this way. Hoppers. Just hoppers. I can do things. So they have to be called tubes. Yes, the internet is a series of tubes. And, you know, that's just how things work. Okay, stream joke. What do you call a magician who has lost their magic? Ian. Okay, that one took me a minute. Okay. So this will go sort of like so. So you don't get it. So look at the word magician and take magic off the front of it. Yeah. It's one of those types of jokes. Okay, you know what I think I'm going to do here, actually? I'm going to take this off, and I want to move this hopper forward. Okay, and the reason I want to do that, how dare Riley make you think? I know, right? I think the reason I want to do this is so that I can put a shulker box here. Right, so if I stick a shulker here, then, right, we can just have it load up shulkers, so we can pick up a shulker and let it go and do stuff. That twill makes sense, I think. Twill twill, as they say, or something. Okay. So, yeah, and then our floor will be kind of out here. All right, that'll make some semblance of sense or something. All right. Nice. Well, let's go ahead and pack up some stuff in our happy little box. All right, and let's see if I can figure out a couple more, one or two more of these happy tubes. What I do need to do is, I do actually need that ice. And I need some sea lanterns. Is there anything else I need? You know, wood is good. I think some more pale oak. I had a thought. Remember we were talking about how pale oak goes really well with the prismarine? You know what else goes well with prismarine? Purpur. Yeah. I'm thinking we're going to have the most pastel science lab ever. It's going to be as if My Little Ponies threw up all over our science lab. Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, it's a little bit of a contrast, okay? But look at this. Because purpur is the same color as a shulker box, right? Look at how those colors go together. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. So we'll make that happen. Yeah, so we're done with this for now. All right, I need some blue goodness here. Did I put? Oh, you know what? I put the thing. There we go. Now, I don't know that I'm going to be using a lot of purpur, okay? But as a contrasting color, right? I think it's going to be really cool. Okay, so I need blue stained glass. Great. Also, I need to sleep. And let's see. I had a shulker box full of random garbage. Here it goes. Random shulker box is about to be full of more random garbage. So, you know, that's cool. All right. So let's sleep. And then I want to run another one of those things across. And we'll hopefully get all of this sorted out. Which means I'm going to need some more prismarine blocks, I think. All right. Yeah, because I'd like to get... Obviously, I'd like to get all 4 of those pillars. Oh, I need trapdoors. I mean, I have some spruce ones. Yeah, and that's fine. Did I still have one of these random boxes? I guess I could just use the spruce trapdoors. That's fine. I think I'm going to end up taking those out anyway. They just exist for easy access to the water to do stuff. All right. So step 1, what Y level is this at? That is at Y37. You know, let's do this side first. 37. That's going to put it right there. All right. Okay, that is correct, right? I do want to be sure everything's matching up right. 37. Yes, sirree, Bob. Okay. And now we glass. And the glass comes up. Woohoo! So we're going to bring glass up on the sides to 71. Okay. Oh, also, oh, hey, snoopers. Also, stone, which I totally remembered which box it was in. Yeah. All right. Let's do the thing. Okay. This shouldn't be too hard. But I'm excited to see if I can get this to work. Actually, I know I can get it to work. It's just, I'm hoping that with these 4 bubble columns, it'll be enough to keep the farm busy. Okay. I would really rather not have to. If that is correct, right? Yeah, 70. Yeah, 71. Okay. Yeah, I would rather not have to add more columns. Okay. If I have to, I have to. Okay, it happens. But I'm hoping that we're going to get enough guardian spawns that that's all we're going to need. Okay. Okay, actually, this goes up to that level. All right, and I do need some sea lanterns, which I have. Cool. Sea lanterns. Wonderful. Okay, so those go up here. Nice. Next. Oops. That tingled just a little bit. Okay, so these guys are next. All right, this should be good. So we'll get these in. This actually is not a bad test anyway to see what happens as the guardians are flowing towards each other. But I think the reality is it's not going to matter because they're all going to hit the same drop. So I don't think they're going to collide, though. I don't know. Maybe they will. Okay. All right, sea lanterns go with thusly. Now, so let me see where we're at here. So basically, at Y69 is where I need to be putting the first blocks. Cool. 69. Should be an easy enough number to remember. After I sneeze. Okay, we got it. Sneezing is great. All right, so we've got just a little bit of height to hop up here on. Thank you. Okay, so I need to come up to 68. And then the blocks go on at 69. Cool. Now, the pattern here is sea lanterns go here, right next to it. Okay, like this. Not like that. That was silly. Okay, sea lanterns go there. And then it's basically 2 of those, and then 2 of those. No. No. Yeah, it's 2 blocks in between. Okay, and then those go in there. 2, 1, 2, and then the sea lanterns. 2, 1, 2, and then ice. And then our happy little sea lanterns. I'm going to need some signs, which is fine. Right, because I need signs on the inside of this thing to hold the water back. All right, and hopefully this all lines up appropriately and we're good. And 2. Yes. All right. So that comes out this way. Now I am going to have to also cover the top, of course. Yeah. Cool. All right. So let's go ahead and get the walls in, which again should be simple enough. Oh, speaking of things being simple and or not, oh, I need some. Got some water buckets. Okay, we're fine. I've decided, not that it makes a huge amount of difference, maybe, but I am, of course, posting clips all over the place. I'm going to try to post the clips from the previous week. So my hope is that I will have fresher clips posting on all of the socials. Whether that is going to help or do anything, I don't know, but, you know, it's worth a shot. Okay, so, all right, so I am going to have to cover that up. Okay. All right, so now next step is water. So that water goes there. Gonna have to get one more water source. Yeah. And then I can go down there and fill up or get all of the other things going. Yeah. Okay. Oh, jeez, monkeys. You're not supposed to be here. Just my... Hi. You go that way. Okay. You know what? Stop. Okay, seriously, stop. Okay. I know, water is being stupid, but still. All right. You know, every once in a while. All right, so next thing is this goes here. All right, and now let's go get the signs because that's going to be the next. That actually is an important step at this point. So I have. Oh, I actually have probably all the sign making materials I need. Cool. That's my inner chest. Okay. All right, let's try this. And again, hopefully don't get our face eaten by more guardians, because that would be really awkward. All right, so I believe I set this up like, is that it? Or is the signs, the bottom sign is over the ice. Okay. That makes actually sense. Okay, thinking, you know, I was playing around with some AI tools at work today, just to just doing some testing and seeing if I can do some things to automate some stuff I'm doing. Obviously, that just made my brain cease to function. So, you know, that's totally how that works. All right. All right, so this is going to go this way. All right. So now we've got a couple of things I'm going to have to do. But first off, no, I need to kelp this first. That's fine, right? Right. Yes, absolutely. Kelp and bone meal. Okay. All right, and I also need to get these trapdoors in, which I have right here. Haha. Okay. Okay. All right, perfect. So next, let's see. Right, I have kelp in my magical box of randomness. Cool. Magical box of randomness. All right. Okay, and let's see. I had bone meal around here somewhere. Ah, yes, in the white box, of course. So I don't know how many times I'm going to pick up this salmon, but I still don't need it. All right. Cool. We'll, this will all work out, right? Sure. All right. So let's hop down here. So we're going to set this in here. All right. We'll run this all the way up to the top. Okay. Yeah, we're going to end up with lots of kelp. It's going to be fabulous. Not that I need lots of kelp. Okay. No, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. That was a manly cry of panic. Yes, the manliest of panicked cries. Okay? Absolutely. Yeah. All right, so this will now pop right through there. All right. And now, all right, take all that out. Go and close those. All right. So now we're going to need all sorts of water buckets. All right. Now here's where things get a little bit silly. All right, so if I put water here, right, it's not going to go anywhere because I need... oops, come on. I can do this. I can do this. I need a surface. All right. So now, I believe what should happen. Right, so that's going to go that way. Now I can take out the trapdoors I just put in place there. All right. Nice. All right, let's get some water. Fortunately, there is a little bit of water around here, so that's fabulous. Does keep things going a little bit faster anyway. And I'm also going to have to get up here and do some something else. What else am I going to have to do? Oh yeah, I'm going to have to cover all of this stuff up, right? So what did I do? I think I just did it like this. Oops. Right. Yeah, that's all I did. Okay. So that's that water that blocks over that thing. Okay. Cool. Well, that's easy. Also, we're getting guardians. Oh, ow. No. That's not how we're going to do this today. This whole, oh, I'm going to shoot you in the face because I'm a fish with laser face. No. I'm sorry. Fish with laser face is not part of what we're, well, I mean, it is what we're trying to do here. But no. We are not doing the laser you in the face game today. Okay? That's just not how this is going to happen. Unfortunately, that did show a small problem that we may have to deal with, and that's guardians jumping across that little gap there. So, yeah, fun stuff. Okay. Llama face. Okay. Righty. So water goes in each of those places. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about them all. Whoa, hi. Bouncing across, but maybe if that's sealed off, we won't have that issue. Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and get these last couple of buckets in. There. Right there. Now, I do eventually, I think, want to completely seal this in, but it'll, that's a problem for future me as I decide what this actual design is going to be. Okay. Oh, I was going to say, something is not right here. Something didn't line up. Oh. Ow. Okay, that was fun. Let's try this again, this time without these falling and splatting. Okay. All right, so this is going to go like that. This goes here. All right. So we should have 3 between each. Yep, we do. All right. Well, that's cool. All right, I'm going to restock my carrots, and then I think it'll be worth a test to fly up and just see what fun and exciting things we have going on. Carrots. Ooh, I am almost out of carrots. Okay. All right. Well, let's... Whoa. Okay. That's a place I ended up. Sweet. All right. So let's hop up here. And Snoopers, if I can get you just to jump into the nether for a minute. Just so we can see if this is actually all... This is all working. Yeah, fly to the nether, or you can jump up at the AFK spot with me. Either is fine. Just want to take a look and see what's going on here. So, okay, so that's the old side. This is the new side. Is it? You're out. Awesome. Okay, yeah, there they go. Okay, cool. It's like, wait a minute. Why aren't I seeing guardians over there? It's a little slow. Yeah, what I might just have to might have to do something about that. Yeah, we may need some more stuff. Oh, okay, and we're blue. Nice. Yeah, we're definitely getting more guardians than we were before, which is great. Yeah, when I get the other 2 water columns up, obviously it should do better, but it's okay. We're gonna peek inside here for a minute. And yep. Yeah, they seem to be doing okay. So it's definitely faster, which I expected it to be, but we'll see if it's faster enough. But I think it's going to be good once we get the other 2 water columns up. Should be fairly okay, I would expect. Yeah. Yeah, by doing okay. Yeah, they're dying well. You know, that's the important thing. Are they dying well? That seems to be a yes. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting quite a few here now. So, yeah, adding the 2 more water columns, I think, is really going to help this. And then maybe we are going to end up with enough guardians here. All right, cool. All right, well, let's build the next 2. Snoopers, you're welcome to come on back. Thank you for vacating. I just needed to be sure that the we didn't have to worry about underground mob cap and all of that fun stuff. Okay. Go find some purple. Nice. Okay, so yeah, it looks like... Okay, we're not... let's just take a look and see where we're at here. Yeah, we didn't AFK very long, so definitely had some stuff happen, but I wouldn't expect to be seeing anything here except for fish, which would be down I guess it would be filling up the hoppers. Okay, cool. All right, well, I guess we'll recharge some rockets here. And let's get another Guardian slice in place. Okay, so rockets go back there. Snoopers made the remote gateway. Nice. All right, so we are gonna again. This one at Y37. Is that right? Y37. Okay. Uh-oh. Somebody's letting the ocean in, which is fine, but no. Cool. Nope. We'll get there. We'll get there. Slow. All right. So again, let's just load up that chest with random goodies. What do I have that I don't need? All right. Okay, what's that there for? Okay, so now 37. That would be these, right? And now we soul sand. Okay. And we got our glass. Just going to come across this way. And the plan is to replace the trap door, so I'm going to put down here on the bottom. But not right away. Obviously, I need them so I can reach the kelp to make that grow. But all right, so again, the sides go up to 71. Okay. $71, which is why I'm glad I'm doing this efficiently. I mean, it would be a shame if I did it like in some way that was just strangely inefficient. I mean, we couldn't have that. 71. Okay, cool. Torches. All right. Right, that torch is gonna have to move. All right. Okay, because we're coming up here. And the stone, I think, went all the way up to the same level as that. Okay. Great. Sea lanterns happen like that. Okay. Yeah, these... Okay. Yeah. These tubes don't take too long to build. It's just... they do use a lot of glass, though. And, of course, dealing with all of the other random nonsense. You know... Okay, just stick some of those signs and stuff and things and stuff and things. All right. Some dye, some glass, some inventory space. That's what I need. Inventory space. I don't have it, but it would be nice if I did. Okay. And there we... Oh, Snoopers is back. All right. Is that enough glass? Probably. It's pretty close. Where was I doing this? Over here. All right. So this side we go up to 68. Because I remember things. All right. Yeah. So this side goes up to 68. And then the floor is at 69. Hey, J-Car, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Glad to have you back over there on the kick side of the house. Okay. And... okay, that's 69. Close, but not quite. Okay, the floor goes there. Wonderful. We'll deal with that in a minute. Let's get the rest of this glass up. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get all 4 water tubes going, but getting 3 of them going is going to be nice. It should be at least 3 times faster. Whether it actually is or not, it's hard to say, but I hope so. Okay. Yep, one more. Okay. Also, I kind of hope I have enough blocks to pull this off. Okay, so we do the 1. Okay. Where are my things? There's the ice. Okay. 2. Then ice. And then 2. Kelp is not growing with bone meal? Okay. Seems like a strange thing to happen, but okay. All right, so that goes there. Sea lanterns, that goes like so. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure I parsed that sentence correctly. It did not have any even passing resemblance to proper grammar, so sort of guessing. It's help as kelp. Okay. Okay. Help me to not grow with bone meal. Well, seems like a personal problem. All right, so let's see. We'll get all of this in place. And then I've got to get all of the watery goodness going in. All right. So step 1, I think the plan, I think I did it in a weird way last time, and I want to, no, hey, I want to get more bricks. How do I have enough bricks to pull this off? I mean, I did level this monument, but the reality is, there aren't that many bricks with this thing. I mean, eventually this will create bricks for us, but okay. Ah, come on. I can do the thing. Absolutely do the thing. All right, so we'll get this in place. We'll get the signs in place. And then we'll start playing with water. All right. Signs go on the ice. And then up and behind them. Okay, like that. And like that. Okay. Oh, and I need more kelp. Or more signs. I have them around here somewhere. Yeah, those are words. Signs. Signs. I was like, I know. I remember vaguely what I was doing. But yeah, our guardians are definitely going to be, farming. At least that's the plan. It mostly works, actually. It's working fine. We got the storage in. So it's all crafting correctly now. All right, so the next step. Okay, let's go ahead and just use dirt here. This is fine. So the next step is to get some water flowing. Of course, it would require having water, which would be kind of cool. Water. All right, so step 1, release the water. Actually, let's do it this way. Shovels are cool. Yeah, 4 buckets of water would be fun too, but that would involve, having making sense and stuff. And we can't have that now. Okay. All right, so step one. Step one is, let's do this water. Yeah, fortunately, it's not like I have to go very far for water, so. All right, so go ahead and block that off. All right, we'll grab a couple more buckets. All right, and up we go. All right, and these guys will go right there. Cool. So I've probably done this, really, really messed up way, but it's okay. We'll figure out something. But first, I'm going to need... what do I need? I need bone meal. Bone meal. Bone. Go get some bone meal. One of these boxes is not full. Okay. Kelp at bottom plant. Kelp on soul sand. Yeah. Hi, fishy friend. Hi. Could you not, please? Excuse me. I must stab you in the face. Okay. No. Remember the whole I'm stabbing you in the face thing? Yeah, that's happening here. Thank you. Okay. All right. Try not to get... Well, I'd like a little bit more bone meal than that. Thanks. All right. Yeah, what I'm hoping for is I put the stone up there specifically to make this process a little bit easier once I get back up to the top. Okay. Whether it actually will or not is it remains to be seen. All right. All right, so there we go. That all flows up. Great. And more rockets, which is great. All right. Oh, I should probably get a little bit more water because I'm going to need it. Hey, but at least it's raining, so that's cool. All right. Ack! Missed! Cheese monkeys! Okay, my elytra's not dead, so okay, that's great. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything is fine now. We're wonderful. All right, so yeah, I need to just a couple of temporarily waterlogged blocks. Okay. Now I can take those out. All right, and water buckets there and there. Oops. That's fine. Okay. Put in our... Do I have a chorus farm? Yes, it's in the ancient city. Trying to remember how it works, but I do have one. I don't think it's actually easy to get to at the moment, but yes. Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, I've got a chorus farm where I can once I figure out what I actually want this to look like, I think I might even have some purple blocks over there. But I set that up. Well, remember I was going to redo the streets in the ancient city with you set some blocks up there. Perfect. Remember I was going to do the streets in the ancient city with purple and stuff, and it looked fine. It just, the thought of actually doing it bored the heck out of me, so I didn't. Okay. And yeah, I don't have a follow age command there, JCar. All right, so now these goes here, and these goes here. But I also got that stuff for another reason. End rods. So let's follow age. Some streams and stuff like to have a command that show how long you've been following a channel. I don't know if Kick even supports that. Or if I can get at it with StreamerBot, but I find it's just an ego stat and it's not really worth. Yeah, stalker age, pretty much, yeah. Okay. Okay, Snoopers, if you would just do a quick dip into the nether, please. So that, yeah, I think I'm going to change out these sides with the stuff. But, yeah, in the nether, or just come join me at the AFK spot. Either way, just to, so we can get some more happy guardians spawning. Okay, this is definitely doing better. I mean, I expected that it would, but... Oh, but yeah, look at that. Hang on. Yeah, see, now we're starting... It's just raining guardians now. Which is fabulous. A little bit worried about them bumping into each other up here. But, I think we're okay. Yeah, so they do collide up there a little bit, but I don't think it's that big a deal. We're certainly not hitting mob cap, so that's good. That is very good. So that means we should be seeing a fair amount of drops now. Yeah, there's some fish. Yeah, see, we are starting to get a few more shards and crystals and stuff coming in. Which means... All right. All right. Wandering Trader's going to be sitting down there doing his thing. Okay. But this is good. So we should start... to be generating glass sea lanterns here in the not too distant future. And the prismarine blocks and stuff will be soon after. But... Oh, this is good. This is good, good, good. Yeah, a little bit of, I don't know, probably white glass to fill out some of these gaps and stuff here, but might be good. But yeah, it's working. And I'm going to want to replace this this column with something other than the just this pale oak. It was a good placeholder while we were getting this in place, but honestly, just by itself, I don't think it looks good. So we'll be doing something with that. But for now, this is all right. You know, it's... All right, this is good. All right, Snoopers, you can go ahead and come on back. You know, it is getting a little bit late, but... what the hey. We'll build the last column. It'll be great. Okay. There, just throw that on there. All right, so that means we're going to come over here. And again, we need to be at 37. Okay, so our center area is right here. Hi. Could you not, please? Thank you. All right. 37. Ack. Okay, falling. Falling off scaffolding is cool. Everybody should try it once in a while, you know? It's like the best time of your life, except for all those other times that were even cooler. Yeah, that's how that works. All right, so this goes up to 71. I'm almost definitely going to have to go get some more glass, but... Out. That was dumb. Okay. All right, so now we'll just hop up this way. I believe this side went up to 71. Right? Yeah, the sides go up to 71. Yeah. I think I have an idea what I'm going to do with this place too, by the way. I was watching Joel Duggan. He's been building this sort of cool sci-fi base on a mushroom island. Very cool setup, okay? But it got me thinking that, you know, that's actually not a bad idea, at least the general idea of what he's got going on. To have sort of a, because I want this to be a lab, right? Like a science lab. So what if I build this out like it's a sort of a sci-fi base in the ocean, right? Something kind of all fancy and stuff sticking out like that. Maybe it's got a darn it. Maybe it's got a little bit of a cross pattern to it, or something, right? I think we can have some fun with that, especially because I think I want to put the wheat farms in the corners. Missed a spot right there. And I want to do those in a bit of an angle, right? I don't know how that's going to quite work, but I'm sure I'll make it happen somehow. Okay. Okay, make sure I'm coming up to the right. Oh, and we're out of glass. Cool. Yeah, so something there. Maybe have it kind of hex out off the sides, and I don't know, something cool. Okay. Ack. I got smacked. Okay, purple. Ooh. Yes. Yes, that is very cool. I like it. If we were to come in with maybe some, oh, going to need some more. Hang on, where's my random garbage box? And then if I come in with some deep slate, or actually maybe blackstone as a really like dark, you know, contrasty highlight type thing. Ooh, that might look really good. But yeah, just have this sort of weird pastel sci-fi nonsense. Yes. Yeah, because the blackstone is sort of purpley, right? Yeah, well, deep slate is a little bit more gray and stuff. The blackstone is purple. We could even slip in some obsidian and maybe even some crying obsidian if we're feeling sad. Oh, I'm going to need more signs. Okay. Not many, just like 3 or 4, but still. But yeah, I think... cheese monkeys. You know what? Let's just start from down here. Okay. And again, I'll replace those with trapdoors, and then we'll just fill that up when we're up there. But yeah, so it's going to be a very pastel type of thing. But yeah, if we come in with some, maybe even some cherry logs, which have that little bit, it's a dark purple, but that might also be another good color to contrast with. Unfortunately, we don't have any other blocks in that color, like stairs and slabs and nonsense like that, right? So, okay. And so that's up at 71, like so. Yeah, so I think that'll be cool. All right, so that goes there. 2, and now. No. Okay, I hope I have enough blocks to pull this off. It's gonna be pretty close. If I have to, I think I can raid some shards and craft up a few more of the prismarine blocks. It's gonna be close. Okay, and lanterns. Okay. La da 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 la da 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 da. What's the name of that song? That's a stupid one to get stuck in your head too. Sorry, everybody. All right. Cool. So now this will come out this way. All right. I don't know why I had Sesame Street on the brain, but probably because I just watched it way too often as a kid and I've been programmed with it. That's what that is. All right. Right. We're going to need a few more bricks. So let's see what I've got going on down here. Obviously there's some Oh, copper Nautilus armor. Oh, very nice. Grab some of that. I've seen that shipwreck out there. I just haven't gone to do anything about it. Okay. It's like, gee, I wonder where I'm going to get any more prismarine bricks, but I think we're okay. Okay, I've got a couple more sections I can dig up, but I think this'll do, I hope, for this last wing of the farm. Okay. All right. Yeah, the real trick is getting the bubble vader up so it doesn't so the water is flowing correctly, but it's not a huge issue, just a matter of making sure things flow correctly. Which, you know, anytime you're dealing with water in Minecraft is an issue. Oh, put the goods in the shulker down there. Okay. Yeah. It is. It's very cool. Do I have... Oh, I don't even have spruce anything on me. Okay. All right, hang on. We'll get some more signs. All right. Do I have any more signs in wherever I left that junk box? Okay. No, that's fine. Okay. Nope, this is great. We'll just craft our way to signs. Yeah, that should be plenty of signs. Okay. All right. Yeah, the Nautilus armor is great if you've got a like a zombie Nautilus that you want to not die. It's fabulous. You can actually, I think you can even find up to diamond Nautilus armor, which is fun and exciting. All right, so I think I'm going to do the same thing I did before. That seemed to work reasonably well. Yeah, you can get zombie Nautilus or diamond zombie Nautilus armor, and then you can upgrade it with netherite if you're feeling really, really, really rich. Okay. Water bucket. There we go. It goes there. Okay. You know, maybe keep the Nautilus alive a little bit longer, which is, you know, they're so hard to find after all. But no, actually being able to, because zombie Nautilus don't suffocate on land, right? Sure, they'll burn in the sun. That's it. I have words. They'll burn in the sun, but they won't suffocate on land. So it's really handy. Okay, I don't have enough. I don't have enough kelp for that. But if they're wearing armor, they won't burn. So, you know, it's handy to have a thing like that. All right, so let's get some kelp in place. All right, and some more bone meal. We'll get this growing. And yeah, this is going to be really good. I'm excited for this. Okay. Honestly, I'm going to need a little bit of kelp, but where did I leave the bones? Okay. Hope that's enough. All right, I've got so much random garbage. All right, cool. Also, some extra blackstone, which is great. Yeah, that's going to be... Oh, that's going to be so good as a highlight block. Okay, not what I was expecting, but yeah. Oh, darn it. We are definitely doing My Little Pony Mad Science Lab, which means we might have to start experimenting on little ponies. Oops, this isn't where I want to be. Of course, getting horses out here is going to be a special breed of fun, but, you know, that's okay. I'm sure we won't have any serious problems with that at all. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, get that out of my hotbar. All right. Crafting table. There we go. Close enough. All right. So how we doing? All right, so that's all going up there now. Let's get the front row now. All right, front row goes like so. All right, and we'll get the other side now. All right, we should be good. Okay. All right, so now I do need a couple of buckets of water. Darn it, I put the stuff away. Why did I put the stuff away? I'm sure it made sense. Made all the sense in the world at the time. I'm 100% positive. Also, I think I'm going to need a little bit more. I just have to put the tops on the... above the... the guardian pushers in the thing. Man, I can't words anymore. It's definitely a sign that I need to be... oh, come on. Definitely a sign I need to be stopping, because I can't words at all these days. Okay. All right, so that comes out. Okay, so we're just going to, yeah, just waterloggable, right? Trapdoors, get those in place. Now they can come out. Because once the water's flowing over, you don't have to worry about it. Okay. And water bucket. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be so weird with that color scheme, but I think I'm going to be, I think I'm going to have fun with it. Either that or I'm going to hate it and we'll switch to something else, but I do like the idea of just doing a color scheme that is just really out there. And I think this is definitely out there. You know, it's real easy to fall into the trap of, oh, I'm always just going to build with spruce and deep slate, right? That would be me. Spruce and deep slate are totally my jam. But trying with something else, just some other weird color scheme, you know, that could be cool. So we're going to do it. And we could maybe even throw in some cherry, like some cherry planks. Ah, darn it. some cherry planks or something. But I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so this is going to go there. That goes here. We now cover it up. All right. And then let's take out that so all the stuff goes in. All right. Now, I'll go ahead and drop off some of the stuff, and we should be... That's not where that goes. That's okay. All right. Nice. So now we should be good to go. Let's double check, see where everything's at. Okay, so we are now at... Oh, come on. All right, so that's at 49. Do you have anything cool over here? Bunch of cool mini heads. You know, raw copper block. You know, that's some pink dye. That's something we're not going to be using right now, but cool. All right. So now, where are we at on this crafter here? Very slowly ticking up. Okay. Cool. So, let's hop up here. All right. And just make sure everything works. So, again, snoopers, if I can get you to duck out for a minute, either join me up here on the AFK spot or dip into the nether. Or log out. That works too. Okay, we've got guardians coming up all four sides, which is awesome. What I might do, I can't really do it. I was thinking it might be cool to maybe try to put some vines in here. You can go do mom thing, so that's fair. Kids probably want to eat or something. I don't know. Yeah, my daughter wasn't happy about what we made for dinner tonight, so she just made herself quesadillas and called it a day. Yeah, the way they're colliding here in the middle isn't fabulous. Wonder if I can do something to... we made a shortcut stroganoff with some fresh veggies on the side. But this particular kid is not a fan of, like, any of those types of things. Hamburger helper, well, some hamburger helper, I guess, but the stroganoff and that type of thing. Just not her jam. But we decided a while back, we're not going to bother trying to work around everybody's personal tastes. Yeah, see, this is a problem. I don't know what to do about it, but it's definitely a problem. Yeah, traffic jam indeed. Okay, I mean, we do get some that fall through, but they are just colliding. So I wonder if I could get some, I don't know, what would be good here? I don't know. Something would be good. I wonder if guardians will climb vines. Of course, I need something that'll stop the water too, which is actually, it's only a 2x2. I could put some. No, because I have to stop it there. I can't let the water flow into the middle because then the guardians will just swim. So that's not ideal. But yeah, they're definitely jamming up. But if I can get them to... If I get something... But because there are some blocks. The warped vines, or I don't know if maybe the hanging vines. Not the green ones, but the red ones. I know the green ones will stop. They'll stop mob collision. But yeah, this is a problem. So, okay, I need to figure out something here. I just don't know what. All right. Because, yeah, I'm getting plenty of guardians. They're just all stuck up there. Yeah. But it is a problem for future me. I really need to be stopping. But. Okay. But it's definitely doing a thing. So that's good. I like that. I like it when it does things. I mean, it works. So, all right. Well, I guess we'll just sort of let them fight it out for now. Yeah, I just need to figure out a way to get them to fall in without, colliding with each other so much. And I just don't know. Anyway, we'll deal with that later. That's a problem for future me. Speaking of problems for future me, these are not it. I have amazing supporters at musicfreegaming.com, and it is like the second best way to help support the channel. The first, obviously, is to just watch the streams, but the second best way is to become a supporter at musicfreegaming.com. There's all sorts of good stuff there. There's merch, you get discounts, you get behind the scenes access to stuff, so check that action out. Next stream will actually not be Thursday, as it says on the schedule. It will be tomorrow. Yes, it will be tomorrow, same bat time, 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, since we've switched. And yeah, it's going to be thing. We're going to be here working on the farm. It's going to be great. But as I said, I've got stuff going on Thursday. So next stream will be tomorrow, 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So be sure to like, subscribe, you know the drill, do all the things. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.